So happy you're back. So, let me introduce myself for the people who don't know me. My name is Julia Nyambura. I make content around business, money, lifestyle, and everything in between. So, welcome. You know, there's so many parents are always looking for people who can tutor their kids, especially during the holidays and during the weekends. The kids, especially the kids who are doing their final exams, like if you're doing your final exam, the parents might want to put in more time to their kids so that they can be able to understand the lessons that they've not been able to understand during the school days. So if you this one can be done by anybody, okay? There are those people who are very good in tutoring sciences or mathematics, and there are people who are very good in tutoring English and Kiswahili. And let me tell you, if there's a subject that I think is the hardest to tutor, is Kiswahili. Yeah, because some of us know how to do mathematics and science, but Kiswahili I found out to be one of the hardest subject to tutor. So you might not be good in sciences and mathematics, but you can do Kiswahili and languages. You know, it's so underrated how we don't think those subjects are so hard, so hard to understand. So if you're good in Kiswahili, you might actually get a lot of clients. Okay, number 2, you can approach companies and do digital awareness. You know, especially the big companies, I've come to realize their digital presence is not as much as like beginning businesses, you know. So most companies started a long time ago, but their digital awareness is not so loud. Okay, so you can actually do work and then approach this company and tell them the things that you can be able to do for them in terms of the website, in terms of their what else, like in terms of, you know, like creating their digital space in a way that people can be able to reach them and without actually coming physically. Okay, because there are some companies that still use the old model. You have to go physically. They have not yet adapted the new digital era. So you can actually do the work and then approach these companies and tell them, I can do graphic design, I'm able to make noise on the digital space so that people know you exist, and send traction your way. I can do 1 or 2 things that you're able to do. And let me tell you, you can learn all these things. Like, there's nothing on this world that can be learned that you cannot learn. So you can learn about the digital or graphic design and approach the companies and do a good job, as long as you're not going to like lie and tell them that you can be able to do these things and not deliver. As long as you're able to deliver what the client wants, then there's work for you. Okay, another thing in the terms of digital space, or something that I've seen that you can be able to do is, for example, you're so good in modeling or taking up designing outfits or using outfits in different ways. You can actually approach an organization or a business that deals with the fashion and take their pieces, take photos of their pieces, show people how you can be able to mix and match those items, show them how they can be worn in different ways, and present them to the clients. Some of these clients will be willing to pay you good money to model their clothes. Like, you don't have to wait for a client to approach you. You can actually approach them and say, I am good when it comes to pairing and putting pieces together. I can do for you this thing, and then I'm paid. You pay me a certain commission once you start getting clients or people who have been sent to you through the kind of work that I've done. Okay, so there's work there, by the way. Another things that I think you can do, you know, these other exceptional services. This is what I mean. Something like waiting on the line for people who want to take a passport. I'm telling you, people will pay you top dollar. As long as you're willing to wait on the line for them. If I apply for a passport, I do not want to show up at 6 in the immigration office to take their passport. If someone can say, okay, I'm gonna charge you this amount of money, I will stand in the line for you until when you're almost close to being served, and then I will show up. Yeah, someone is willing to pay that. Some people have the money, but they're not willing to do that kind of work, so you can do that on their behalf. You can something else you can do is probably help them get the birth certificate, help them another thing, by the way, let me tell you, people will be willing to pay you money to look for them a house. Let me tell you, looking for a house is another job on its own. Like to move from one house to another and look for a house that is something that you want is a lot of work that people, and it requires a lot of time that people do not have the time, do not have the energy even to do that. Okay, so you can look for people houses, you can get the specification from the client, and you look houses that will fit your client on a commission. So this is something that you can be able to do on the weekends or when you're on leave, or yeah, you can do this thing even from after work, from like let's say 5 to 7. Some people are willing to show up to show their houses after 5, so you can do that instead of going home, or instead of chilling on Saturday. You can do this for someone and you're paid money. At least you have money coming in on the weekend instead of waiting in the house. Something else I think people don't talk about is you can actually use your own car and register it as a PSV, so that you can be able to do Uber businesses or the taxi business after work. From, like, for example, if you leave work 8 or 5, you can actually put your car on Uber and then you work until 10. That's money coming in. Like, that's money enough to fuel your car. It's money to take care of the maintenance. It's money that can help you increase or add up to your income, the already existing income. Okay, so because why would you be rushing home after 5 just to go home and chill, you know? So that's something else you can do. But you have to do your research properly and know the model, the year that is required for you to put your car on those platform. What are the requirements? Okay, so that is for you to do the research and understand what do this platform require from you, so that you can be able to do that. On the line of the car, something else I've also seen that someone can do is, for example, you live in an estate and people tend to take their kids to the same school, or a school closer to where they live. Okay, so you can actually approach this parent and tell them you can be able to drop their kids every morning and probably pick them in the evening if you're able to, or drop them and then they can be picked in the evening. Okay, so you can just approach the parents and say, can I be dropping your kids, especially for the kids that go to the same school as your children. If you have kids, yeah, if you have children, you can approach those parents and say, while I'm dropping my child, instead of paying for the school bus, why can't I drop your child and then get the half the amount that you're paying for the school bus? Okay, so that is something else that can increase your income. Something else that you can do to increase your income is resell things. Like, if you have, most people hold onto so many things in their houses that they don't use. Okay, you can resell those things for a certain amount of money, so that you're able to get some money. Another thing you can do is do coaching. Okay, I believe 100% that each and every one of us is able to do something that the other person is not able to do. I'll give you a very good example. My sister is a private doula. Okay, and essentially what she does is that she takes care of women or mothers, or mothers who are about to have children and they don't have help. Okay, so for example, you moved from you're new in this city in Nairobi and you don't have anyone to help you, or you have a spouse who is always traveling or is out of the country, and you do not want to sort of disturb or seem like you are demanding time from, or your family members are not available to help you in terms of before the baby arrives and after the baby arrives. So essentially what she does is she can do the before the baby arrives services, like she can help you go to the clinic. Okay, She can help you in filling those forms for NHIF if you're in Kenya. She can help you follow up with your appointments, help you drive you to your clinic appointments. She can help you shop for your baby clothes, set up your nursery. Those are services she can offer before the baby arrives. Okay, then she does also services after the baby arrives. She's not a medic, she's a doula, so she's not a doctor or a nurse coming to help you treat your child. She's only coming to help to offer you moral, emotional, physical support that a new mother needs. Okay, because when you're having a new baby, it can be so daunting and so difficult, even if you're with your spouse, especially if your spouse still has to wake up and go to work. It's very hard to take care of a child and also demand or request from your hubby who goes to work to also help with the child. So what she comes to do is come to relieve the mother or both the mother and the father of the responsibility of the child, and not totally. So what she will do is come sit with the mother, help when the mother is resting. She can take care of the child, wash the baby, change the baby, make menu for the mom, the new mom, create for her different soups and different food that she might need, help her take a shower, because I'm telling you, if you're a new mom, you understand taking a shower when you have a new child can be so difficult. So she will come and help you clean up, you know, clean the baby, iron the baby's clothes, help you, like sit with you as you sleep and she's there with your child, so that you feel a bit comfortable. Because even when I was having my own child, it was so difficult for me to allow my house manager to take care of my child. Okay, and not to say that there was something wrong, it's just that I felt she had a lot on her plate. She has to clean, take care of the other kids, because I had other kids. So it's so hard for you to take care of your home, take care of other children if you have, and also take care of the newborn. Okay, so she helps you take the child to the clinic, be there when the child is getting immunization, and even after the immunization, the way kids tend to cry after the injections. Okay, so she's there to help you. That is one of the things she does, and she does it very, very well. I'm going to tag her, I'm going to insert her number here. If you're interested in such services, she's a go-to for that kind of thing. So another coaching you can do, you know, you have different things you have learned in your job. Like, if for example, if you are an HR manager, there are so many things that you know that you can help other upcoming businesses integrate in their businesses. Okay, so you can coach those business on the things to look out when you're hiring new employees, how to put your hiring, or set up the hiring template, what are the requirements, how do you hire right, how do you fire so that you're not sued by the people that you had employed, you know, all those things concerning, because you have that knowledge. Not everybody has the same knowledge. If you're an accountant, you can help businesses in terms of setting up their bookkeeping, help them how to use the whatever software they decide to use, because most people want to put in softwares and to manage their business, but they are not able to, you know, like they don't know where to start. Okay, so that's another thing you can do for a commission, or you can agree with the person who is hiring you on how much you're willing to pay. Okay, another thing you can do is event planning. I'm telling you, birthdays, family gathering, the weddings, let's not even go to the weddings, just the small minor family events that you have can be so hectic. Like, if someone is just willing to come in and help me take care of those things, take care of how people, how the setup of the house, setup of that event, and manage how the food is going to be served, manage how the gifts are gonna be given, I will pay for that kind of service. Because some of us hate to host, we don't like to host, So if someone is willing and is good at that thing, people are willing to pay for you to do that kind of work. Okay, and these are things that normally are done during the weekends. Rarely are they done, are they held during the week. Okay, so this is another thing that can help you you know, get extra income. Okay, another thing you can do, and this is something I've come to realize, if you don't have time because you're working from 8 to 5, you can buy cameras and equipment and sound. Okay, and hire them during events. You don't have to, you know, necessarily use the equipment. You can hire them to people who do photography work, or people who want to use the sounds but they do not have their own sound and equipment and the cameras and the lightings and the, you know, this every category in that area. You can actually hire it out without you using them. Like, you don't have to, as long as you have a written agreement on how they're supposed to be used and the condition that they should be returned. Okay, so that someone does not misuse your equipment or spoil your equipment. So that is, imagine having to give someone your equipment, them using them and paying you for using those equipments. Okay, so that is because I know so many people who can do photography but they do not have good equipment or good cameras or good lightings, and they are willing to hire them out. They are not willing to put in the money because to invest in a good camera will be very expensive for startup photographers or startup you know, companies that want to do events once in a year. It doesn't make financial sense to buy a camera worth 500,000 only to be used maybe twice in a year or once in a year. So they will hire out those cameras. They have photographers, or they have people who can do photography and videography and all those things and the sounds, but they are not willing to buy. Okay, so that's something you can do, and it does not take time away from you. Okay, something else you can do, and if someone knows this, they should just put their contact down here. Editing videos and editing photos and editing all those things. Let me tell you, the kind of time that is required to do editing, someone will be willing to pay not to do that kind of work. So if you can invest in learning how to edit photography, edit videos, edit, you know, and then approach people who are doing content creations, people who are doing photography, and just offer those services at a certain amount, people are willing to pay you for those services. All those things I've talked about will require you to give up time or to sacrifice something for you to be able to accomplish these things. You want to get money, so you have to be willing to sacrifice or to be willing to give something for something. Okay, so you want to get more money, there must be work that you're willing to put in. There must be time that you're willing to put in to be able to get this money or to increase your income or get an extra income. You know, that's why I tell people, think side hustling or the side hustling. For me, I feel like people think side hustling is quick money, like you come in and make quick money and you leave. No, you have to put in something to get something. All those things I've talked about, you have to be good at it. Yeah, because how again are you going to be referred to other people if you did not do a good job, if I gave you that kind of work? Okay, another thing before I forget, you know, this is an idea of someone who, if you're very good or your sense of style is impeccable, that is the word, English is our second language. If you're so good in fashion and creating tasteful you know, tasteful clothing, okay, I don't know how to say it, like if you're so good in putting up or setting up different pieces to match someone, you can actually take up this the same way interior designers come to houses and they revamp your house, or they change certain things in your house, you can actually approach someone, or you can offer those services, because some of us are willing to buy. We are not good in thrifting, we don't like shopping, we don't like to be found anywhere standing to shop. So some people are willing to pay for someone to shop for them or to style them up. Yeah, stylist, it's like a stylist thing. Yeah, so you can offer your services as a stylist, where you come in and you see your client's wardrobe and see what they are willing, what they want to get rid of, what they are willing to get, like, to change in their wardrobe, and then advise them, number one. Two, shop for them those items that they are looking for, because they already know what they want. You can also advise them on what will be essentially be their good fashion sense, like how to look good, because you don't look, yeah, like how to look good, you know, the things that you can wear that can make you look nice, or things that you can wear that suits your body, you know. So some people are willing to pay for someone to come in and help them take care of that burden, or take care of the thought of even going to thrift or going to buy clothes. Okay, so that is also something else that you can do. But in everything that I've said, you have to be good at what you do. Okay, because it will be so bad, or it will be like, it will not be good for you to start offering those services and you are not willing to put in the work, because your first client will determine how many clients come after. Referral is the key to growing any business. If you come to me and I give you a job of graphic design, or I give you work as a hair stylist, or not even hair stylist, just as a stylist, if you do for me a good job, someone will ask me, where did you get this piece, or where did you get this and this item? If I'm able to refer you, then you get the second client, and the second client sends you to the third client, and the third one sends you to the fourth. So that's how you grow, that's how you increase your income, and that's how you're able to make extra money to meet the demands that you have in life. Okay, especially at this time when the income is not enough, because of the high inflation. It will be an amazing time for you to take up something extra to do, okay, to increase your income. I hope this one helps, and I hope I jogged your mind, so that you're able to see that you're not stuck, that there are so many things that you can be able to do, only if you're willing to learn and willing to put in the work, regardless if they're side hustle. Okay, so I hope this one was helpful, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.